Hey TVS students and staff, I wanted to put together a quick little video here on how to attach your personal devices to the TVS network, whether you're a TVS student for students or TVS staff for faculty and staff. The first thing we want to do is when we want to go to Wi-Fi settings, and of course if you're a Mac you're up here, and if you're a PC you're down here. I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to go up here, click Wi-Fi settings, and I want to go to TVS Wi-Fi. Now I know that there's a little cognitive dissonance here. You want to go to TVS staff or student, right? You don't want to go to TVS Wi-Fi. So why do I have to go here first? TVS Wi-Fi is kind of like the front desk of a hotel, okay? You go to the front desk, you check in, they tell you what room to go to. So what you do at TVS Wi-Fi is you log in with your credentials, and if you're a student, it takes you to TVS student. If you are staff or faculty, it takes you to TVS staff. So once you're attached to TVS Wi-Fi, make sure that you get those bars up here that aren't blinking, and you're actually attached to the network. There's also a little confirmation right here that there's the check next to it. We want to go to a site that's going to force us to the login page. And we find one works pretty well. It's CNN.com. And we like that one because there are constant news feeds that trigger this login procedure pretty quickly. You get this TVS splash page, and of course you can kind of figure out predictably you'll agree to the terms and conditions and click start. The next page that pops up is a username and password to log on. This is where the direction happens. If you are a student, it directs you to TVS student. If you are faculty or staff, it directs you to TVS staff. So you just use your username. You don't have to put the whole email address in. Just your last name and first initial, and then whatever password you use to access email or a computer. And the next thing you will get, you actually won't get this page, is a page like this. Now, it obviously determines your OS. If you have a PC, it'll say download for Windows 10, so on and so forth. But we're going to download for Mac OS X because that's what we're using here. And of course, I have a program that is downloading down here. Let's see if I can get it to pop up a little quicker so you can see it. Yeah, there we go. Now, this takes a few minutes to download. There are some advantages to doing it this way. First of all, you only have to log in once a school year. Okay, so there's none of this downloading credentials every single day and logging in every single day like you would have to on TVS Guest. The second thing is TVS Guest is the lowest of the low in terms of bandwidth, and things are blocked, so you won't get as fast an internet connection as you would if you stick with TVS student or TVS staff. You can connect up to 3 devices as well on the TVS networks. And it looks like that's finally downloaded, so we're going to go ahead and click that. We're expanding here. And once that thing is ready to go, you're going to want to double click on where it says Cloud Path and then double click on Cloud Path app. Now I'm going to kind of minimize this so you can kind of see. Of course, it's an application downloaded. We want to open it. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this so we can kind of watch this process happening here. It may ask you to kind of put in your computer password a time or 2 or 3 or 4. Don't get discouraged. And of course, it has to go through all 5 of these little stations, if you will. Put in my credentials here. It's the first time, and it'll probably ask for it a few more times. Okay, good. And it says I've successfully connected. I've successfully downloaded the login credentials for an entire year. So I'll click Done. And then what I can do is I can go back into Wi-Fi. And now I notice that TVS staff is chosen there on the network. So I'm good to go for a calendar year. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that was helpful.